Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Let's get into it, y'all. What's good, 2K family? You're looking at me playing over 200 games in random rec. All right. It has been a crazy time. Going into random rec for even half of this is insane. And so 200 is even more insane. I have a lot to say about random rec, and I think you're going to be surprised about my opinion. There's no wrong opinion, so leave your comments, but try to be respectful in the comments as much as you can. I got a lot to say, and man, oh man, it's been a ride. I did this research pretty much all year, and I finally can just do this video and break it down. Make sure you leave a like and comment, show love to the channel. We'll see if we select some winners for some giveaways and things like that. But all that out of the way, let's do it. So first things first, yes, you're looking at my stat line. It's been a rough year when it comes to me playing on my main account, because I've been playing on a Pro-Am league tournaments and things like that account separately. But every time I come back to my account in the nighttime, I got 2 hours before bed, I'll just jump on and play random rec. And that's kind of what I did for the most part throughout the year. So I have a lot of games played in there. And first thing I'm going to say that's outrageous, and it's something that people will disagree with, is random rec is good. Hold on, let me finish. So random rec actually does something that you don't know. It gives you a fair time to go in there. Okay, meaning if you don't have nobody to play with, you can win a game if you have at least a couple decent players. If I get one good player, a center or a point guard, and I'm the center or the point guard, and we have a center or a point guard, we'll play off of each other and we'll win games. That was the best way I was winning. And as you can see, I didn't get a lot, and I'm leaving it on the screen so you guys can just soak it in. Yeah, I basically only won 42% of my rec games. Okay, you can judge me and say, oh damn, you bad. Well, it is what it is. But the truth was, I was a superhero in those games. I was doing the best I can. I got frustrated a lot, and I actually turned the ball over a lot, as you can see, with a 407 turnovers and a bunch of fouls. Or that is outrageous. So I basically got 2 fouls or more per game. And honestly, that was probably all in one game, you know, like one of those bad games where you're just drained mentally. That's where that probably came from. And I'll explain all that in a minute, but I just wanted to start off by saying that, and we're going to go into just watching some random highlights, not always in the rec, but some of it. Most of these clips, if I'm in the rec, it's because I'm solo and I'm just playing, vibing on stream. But the thing that I can say is I tend to go into the rec and I'm ready to dominate. I can give you 40 points, 15 assists, some good steals, a block or two with my guard build. And then with my center, I'm doing triple doubles every game, basically. And that's how I played for the most part. But the biggest issue, and this is what you guys deal with the most, is the mentality of having to deal with a bad player and getting frustrated. A lot of times, like, what I learned is when it's a bad player, they're probably just fed up. They're angry. They have personal things going on that makes them even more angry. And then they get into the game and there's bad players as well to make them more angry. And then they go into a game with you, and even if you're the best player, they don't want to pass you the ball. And then if you don't pass them the ball once, they think that all that anger for all the amount of games that they played is your fault. And that's something that's helped me a lot, because what I started doing is start the game off. I only take, you know, a couple dribbles, make sure I pass it quick, find the open man every time, and only take clean looks. And then basically teach the team, like, hey man, don't worry, I got you. I'm a good point guard. I'll get on the mic. But I also realized getting on the mic isn't always good. So I got a lot of advice. If you get on the mic right away, yo man, what are you trying to tell me what to do? If I'm a center and I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna be in the paint, the other center can't shoot, I got y'all, just guard the 3. That's all I say when I'm a center. Guard the 3, and I'm gonna get the rebounds so we can go for fast breaks. People that respect and are cool, they'll be like, all right, I got you, good looks. And other people are like, yo, don't tell me what to do. What do you think this is? You coaching me? And they'll get mad. And then all of a sudden they start playing bad, not playing defense, not spacing the floor or whatever. And this happens a lot. And this is where, like I said, it's a mental thing in the rec. And I started realizing like the rec is kind of like Batman's insane asylum. The what is it called? The Arkham, the insane asylum, the asylum, Arkham Asylum or whatever it's called. That's what it is. Dudes in here mad at the world, at bad players, and then you go into a game, even if you're great, and some of them will just be mad. And then there's other times dudes are like, you're the best, you're the greatest, can I add you? Oh man, yo dudes, and they just start like gassing me up because I'm helping them carry the game and win the games for them, you know. And it's just a give or take, and it's like you don't know what you're gonna get. And to be honest, I go into the random rec 200 games, remember this, I went to the random rec thinking that this is the roguelike system in NBA 2K, because you don't know what happens in roguelikes. It always changes, you know, the world changes, the enemies change, all that stuff. And I believe that that's how this no squad feels. And I go in there like, hey, whatever's gonna be, I'm gonna make the best of it. And I have the right mindset, but there are times, as you saw, my turnovers were exaggerated. And it's because I'm trying to play point guard, right? And the dudes is sitting there, you know, playing bad basketball. So then I start forcing things. And sometimes dudes is just complaining the whole time. And I'm like, let me just pass him the ball. And I'm forcing passes to a bad player. So on top of, even if I pass it to him right and getting that dangerous pass that I normally wouldn't do if I'm playing for money or playing like officially, I'll do the pass just for the hell of it, because I'm like, you know what, dude, you want the ball here? I don't even care about this game. We're already down 20. And so a lot of times I end up looking bad because of those players. And it mentally drains you. The truth is that it does drain you, and you can't stay in there for too long. You got to just jump off. And that's why you see, like in these highlights and all my highlights, you'll watch me play 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. I start just switching up what I'm playing because it just changes the tempo. And when I play ones, it's like I'm in full control. Nothing. If I lose, the dude is better, that's fine, you know. But half the time, you know, when you're in random rec, you can't choose who you play with. So that's the thing. And so with that in mind, you know, a lot that I learned that I think that 2K needs to do is keep random rec in there, and then, you know, encourage people to socialize in some way and build their own social skills, because I believe a lot of people just don't have social skills. You know, I get on a game and before tip off, as the tip off is happening, dudes already complaining about the team. These dudes don't pass the ball, no man. And I'm the point guard. I'm getting 20 assists sometimes. And I'll end up with 15 points, even though I'm a better shooter than most of the team. I'll go low points just in order to help the team, make them feel comfortable, so that they won't sell me out as long as we get the win. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it be. And the truth is, I honestly was mind blown by how many times I have started off the game and the dude's talking crazy, and then I get on the mic like, yo, my man, it's the tip off, bro. We haven't even touched the ball. Relax. Like, I got you. I'm a good point guard. You get open, you're gonna get the ball. Don't worry. And I just kind of, and then I go back and forth with him for the first quarter. He's kind of arguing with me like, yo, man, yo, da. And then I'm like, hey, relax, dog. And it turns into a therapy session of me trying to tell him, like, not everybody's gonna sell you out, bro. And it turns into real life, like, yo, dudes is in their feelings. And the truth is, yeah, in real life, people are gonna hurt you. It could be friends, family, somebody's gonna say something that might hurt. But you gotta move on. And with random rec, you gotta have the mindset to be smart, not let it just destroy who you are, where you're at in your life, you know? And so that's my recommendation. And again, if you started off watching this video and commenting random rec sucks and all that good stuff, hopefully this will help you see, like, yeah, there's just people out there just like you who are probably really good. I think I'm top tier. I think I'm really above average. I think I can hold my own 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3s, and 5s. I won a couple $1,000s in 2025 playing in tournaments, which I'm grateful for. But you know, I ain't the best, but I definitely can help a team out to win. And so I go in here, dudes is talking crazy, acting, you know, buck wild. And it's not because of me. I got to remember that, even though he probably trying to come at me, it's not his fault. He got his own issues, you know? And so that's just me wanting to share some of my thoughts. And again, you know, me going into Random Rec and experiencing that for 200 games was a lot mentally. But I just started learning to not allow it to get to me. And the truth is, it does. It'll automatically, there'll be somebody that'll get on your nerve and you say something crazy. And it's like, it ain't even about them. It's just like you're frustrated of losing. So just be easy. You know what I mean? Don't let it get to you too heavily, you know? Like, just look at this stat line, man. 42% winning on my rec games. All right. I played 200 plus games. Those 12 games were with my cousin, who doesn't really play much, doesn't know the game as much, and like maybe a friend or two of his. And that was like a couple of games, maybe less than 12, probably 5 or something like that. We didn't really play a lot of rec together. And so that just shows you, you know what I mean? And then I got a lot of turnovers. I'm not that type of guy to just get turnovers a ton. That's more frustration. We're down bad and I'm just doing craziness, you know? But yeah, that's just something I wanted to kind of talk about when it comes to the rec and the feelings, the mental, emotional damage that you might go through. I will say to the developers directly, it is a good mode for somebody who doesn't have people to play with, because the difference is night and day. When I go into regular rec, dudes is playing zone defense. They're running set plays on offense. It's like a coordinated pro-am professional team that plays for money in their practice and doing full court press and doing all this stuff. And then you got me going in when as a random to there, and it's no good. Just regular rec. Unless I got my squad, and that's like, yo, let's play zone 2. Let's full court press them too. You know, and then we go ham. But the no squads is the best version for those who don't have a squad, and it feels fair. I go in there and I'm like, you know what? It's anybody's game. I can go and drop 40 and win this game for us. And I've done that. And I started learning how to manipulate the teammates who are frustrated and are gonna sell you right away. They're gonna sell you before the game started. They already had it in their mind. And that's what I learned, is to navigate between arguing or just being a good teammate and letting them know, yo, I got your back, man. You trying to win? What's good? Yo, man, pass the ball. I'm like, bro, all right, let's see what you could do, man. Show me. And then I give them a chance. And then if they start sucking, I'm like, you see what I'm saying? Like, take it easy, bro. I don't want to make you feel bad tonight, but you're not helping out. You're 1 for 8 right now. I'm giving you open threes and you still not making them. We gotta change the game. We about to lose. And then right there, some of them stay humble, some of them will quit, but it's okay, you know? And I'm not trying to say that that's a good thing, but it's better to have a chance versus random squads or play with a fully decked out stacked team, in my opinion. So that's my breakdown. And again, trust me, I feel so much better playing with people that know how to play the game. It's just mentally, emotionally, mechanically a more fun time. All right. But I hope y'all enjoyed just a quick breakdown of my experience. I wanted to share 200 plus games. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.